Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Smarty Bob, and I'm here in central Indiana, where the temperatures in the 60s, or I don't know what it is, I'll show you. And I gravity filled my Savinelli 320. If you're interested in gravity filling and didn't check out my last video, go back and check it out. Gravity filling works in any pipe. Also in that video, I talked about an old tin I had drug out and found. Multi-dosi. Little did I know that Mutton Chop, who has a monthly review, and he was late this month, so I didn't think he was going to have one, didn't pay any attention to it, made the video yesterday when I was talking about how dry this is and how it tasted, etc. And I was amazed because I came in and then watched his video. Now, I don't know whether you can see that, but look at that. That's sugar and casing and topping that's settled in the bottom of that tin. That tin's been in there for a while. There's quite a bit of misinformation that some people have on casing and topping. What's the difference? Is your tobacco cased or is it topped? First of all, I'm going to show you some pictures. And I have taken notes, and I need to put on glasses to read my notes. Now, let's talk about casing. I'm going to show you some pictures up above. Need to put this pipe down. Of some cased tobacco, tins that's on the market that you've seen. The first picture is going to have C&D's Virginia Flake. It's uncased. They take the same tobacco and they case it with honey, and they call it Manhattan Afternoon. Take a look at the second picture. You'll see uncased C&D. It's called Opening Night. If they case the same tobacco with sugar, they call it Derringer. Take a look at the third picture, different manufacturer. It's GLPs. Uncased, they call it Stratford. If they case it with sugar, vanilla, they call it Montgomery. Take a look at the fourth one. Again, it's C&D's Burley Flake number 2. Just Burley Flake number 2 uncased. If they choose to case it, they call it Burley Flake number 5. And it's cased with rum, anise, and maple. Now, why do they case it, and what's the difference between casing and topping? I want you to take a look at the next picture, and you'll see an example of tobacco that is topped. If you see the C&D Autumn Evening, it's topped with maple, vanilla, scotch, and caramel. If you take a look at the C&D Nutty Irishman, it's topped with Irish cream. If you take a look at the C&D King Cake, it's rum, plum, and maple. Now, let's talk about case tobacco and topping, and what's the difference. Casing is mainly for Virginia and Burley, which naturally has a high pH count, which causes tongue bite and bite. So sugar reduces the pH and stops or lowers the tongue bite. Casing is not used for flavoring, but it does have some flavoring effects. Just like if you preserve meat by salt, like a salt-cured ham, you're using the salt to cure the meat so the meat don't rot or spoil. But the salt, as a preserve, does affect and change the flavor of the ham. And I love salt-cured ham. Now casings are usually water-based and is added to tobacco in elongated barrels that resembles a clothes dryer. I'll show you a picture of that. Casings are different than toppings. Topping is a top dressing that are flavorings. It's added at the very end of the process to improve or add different flavors. Cherry flavors, rum flavors, vanilla flavors, chocolate flavors. Toppings are normally alcohol-based and usually help to dry out the tobacco, which is usually wetter because of the casing. Remember, the casing is water-based. Well, I hope this clears some of this up. Don't want to make this video too long. A lot of this information is from pipesmagazines.com. There's the article in there is called A Tale of Two Syrups, Casings and Top Dressings, and it's by Russ Ouellette. You need to go check that out. It's only about a 5-minute read and well worth your time. Just wanted to share that with you. There's a lot of misunderstanding and a lot of information on casings and toppings and what the difference is and what the purpose is and how these manufacturers keep changing the names of the tobaccos. Of course, realize their purpose is to keep selling these tobaccos, so they got to change the names. Well, that said, I hope you know a little bit more about casing, but go on ahead and check that article out. And now, we got the clicker. No. But wait, there's more. Anybody that watched Michigan Piper's video the other day saw he was drinking one of these bottles. It's a cool water bottle. If you're interested in this and you've stayed and watched the video this long, email me your address. My email address is on my about. I need you to mail me your mailing address, and I'll send you one of these out. Now back to regular programming. And thanks for sticking around for so long. By the way, some other people smoke in their car. Sometimes known as the Mobile Lounge. You all have a good day.